Hi, my name is Andrew Chan Yujun, ID TL24021. Today I will present a practitioner's framework integrating project management and economy efficiency, a guide designed for practitioners and new learners to navigate the complex intersection of industrial execution and financial stewardship. My discussion is structured into two main sections. I will first cover project management fundamentals from strategy definitions and the life cycle dichotomy to detailed planning and economy modeling. The second half focuses on process optimization through the Six Sigma philosophy and the DMAIC roadmap. Next is the modern project definition and strategy intent. Modern projects are characterized by temporal boundaries. They are finite, non-repetitive missions with discrete start and terminal states. Strategically, they serve as vehicles for value creation, delivering unique systems or results that address specific global market demands. Economically, projects are the primary drivers of capital investment and competitive advantage. Next, we must distinguish between operations and projects. Operations are repetitive and ongoing to sustain business continuity. Projects, however, are transformational and temporary endeavors focused on reconstruction and re-engineering. While operations provide capital stability, projects provide the growth necessary for long-term survival. Next, project success hinges on balancing the triple constraint, which is scope, schedule, and budget. We do not see quality as a separate goal. It is a direct result which the equilibrium of how effectively these three constraints are optimized and integrated by the practitioner. Managing this equilibrium requires specialized knowledge in three areas. First, risk management to identify and mitigate stochastic threat. Second, stakeholder engagement to synchronize conflicting expectations. And finally, resource optimization to maximize the efficiency of human and technical assets. Practitioners choose their approach based on project predictability. Waterfall is a predictive linear methodology optimized for fixed scope infrastructure, while Agile is an adaptive, interactive framework that facilitates rapid adaptation to evolving requirements and customer feedback. Next, I will explain life cycle initiation and detailed planning. Regardless of methodology, we follow a rigorous five-phase framework, which is initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and finally closure. Critical phase gets served as audit points to validate economic feasibility before releasing further capital. Initiation begins with the project charter. This foundational document grants the formal authority to utilize resources and establish a clear business case that justifies the project's assistance to organizational leadership. Success requires identifying every individual or entity impacted by the project. We use models to prioritize stakeholders based on their power and urgency, ensuring total goal alignment from the outside. Next is for phase 2, which is planning and WBS. The WBS is our primary planning tool. We hierarchically decompose the total scope into deliverable-oriented work package. We follow the 100% rules, ensuring the WBS captures every task defined in the project scope. For engineering-centric projects, we integrate technical WBS nodes with software like SolidWorks and CATIA. This allows for mechanical precision in defining work package, ensuring that each task is accurately estimated for duration and resource assumption. To manage time, we utilize the critical path method. By identifying the sequence of activities with zero float, we determine the shortest possible project duration. Any delay on the critical path directly delays project completion, making its management vital. Economically, every project must be validated. We use return on investment, which is ROI, to evaluate efficiency and net present value to determine long-term profitability by calculating future cash flows into their currency. For resource management and leveling, we strategically assign technical experts and assets to tasks without exceeding infrastructure capacity. Through resource leveling, we smooth out demand peaks, ensuring our human and mechanical capital is utilized at an optimal, sustainable rate. Next, I will present about the introduction to Six Sigma philosophy. Moving to process optimization, Six Sigma is data-driven philosophy focused on reducing process variability. Our target is excellence, which a process that is 99.9996% defect-free, equivalent to only 3.4 defects per million opportunity. Now, why 99% quality is an economy failure? Practitioners must recognize that 99% quality is an economy failure, and 99%, around 20k mail articles are lost every hour. Six Sigma protects capital and reputation by reducing these catastrophic areas to negligible levels. For improving existing processes, we use the DMAIC roadmap, which is define, measure, analyze, improve, and also control. This structure strategy relies on empirical data rather than intuition to drive industrial excellence. Next, I will define phase, which is voice of the customers, which is VOC. In the define phase, we capture the voice of the customers to identify critical to quality, which is CTQ factors. This translates raw feedback into measurable engineering specifications and actionable project goals. The SIPOC diagram provides a systems perspective. By mapping suppliers, inputs, processes, outputs, and customers, we define our project boundaries and identify critical interface where value is created or lost. In the measure phase, we establish our quantitative as-is baseline. We design rigorous data collection plans to ensure that the performance metrics captured are accurate and repetitive before any changes are implemented. And last but not least, the final stage is formal termination. We secure sponsor sign-off and archive all technical reports. We document lessons learned to contribute to the global database, ensuring future practitioners can benefit from our results. Here are my references. My framework is supported by scholarly works including Montgomery Statistical Quality Control and Anthony works on design for Six Sigma. Thank you, and that's all for me. Integrating project management with economic efficiency is the key to sustainable success for practitioners worldwide.